Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the wrecking yard. I think in this video right here, it's time to get this thing ready to pull out. So Laura should be by here in a little while, and we're gonna do a bunch of time lapse, just tearing this thing apart, so we can keep the video short unless we run up into something. There are a few little things I want to point out to anybody that's working on these things, especially some grounding wires and stuff like that. But anyway, hang in there. We're gonna see if we can't get this thing ready to pull out. It's supposed to rain Sunday, but if it don't, I'm hoping to get this thing out of here Sunday. So prepping, getting ready to take it out. Hang in there, we'll take you for the ride. All right guys, we got the Shyster here.
What's going on?
Mr. Lars, you see how he's planning on helping out.
That's right.
I don't know if y'all remember where we left off at. We put the air conditioner back in here, but we're just gonna get all this stuff off. Get the radiator out of it, and just unhook the headers. Wait a minute. Power steering pump. Just get all that stuff off of it. And then all we got to do is unbolt it from the transmission, torque converter. The transmission got to come out, and the transfer case. That's a pain in the butt on these little things. And then hopefully, maybe Sunday, we can get this thing out of here and get ready to set the other one back down there. But here we go. Like I said, a lot of time lapse. It'll still turn out to be a 20-minute video, but here we go. Hey guys, here we go. I think I got you where you can see everything. But like I said, all time lapse. Let's just get her done. So, hey, here we go. Alright guys, we got the radiator, fan shroud, everything out of the way. Now, we're going to get to this stuff and, mess with them headers. That's going to be an hour and a half at least. And then, I can't think of much else you got to do. Loosen up the motor mounts. That kind of stuff. But anyway, hang in. Here we go. Alright guys, there you go. Front apart. We can't take this off and we can't take that off because that's to pull the motor out. So, and this is missing off at 84. If anybody knows where I can get one of them, man, let me know. Or else I'm gonna have to do something because the blower going on this thing. This is how you adjust the belt for the blower, and I don't have it. So now let's put you back on time lapse. Let's play with header bolts for about an hour and a half. So here we go. All right, guys. I know I've been in and off here. Got to do some editing, but ended up having to take the oil filter off. Now we're down to the headers. This is the longest part, man. You guys want to put headers on a little 2.8. You can, see them here and back here. It's a freaking nightmare. So now we're finally going to get back to the time lapse after getting everything else off, and hang in. It's going to be a long one, but I'll get it done. Alright guys, you can ask these boys right here. Headers on a little 2.8. They ain't fun.
Bunches of fun. If you got little tiny hands,
yeah,
it works out.
8-year-old hands. You'll finally get in there. Shay got his side loose. This side over here on the passenger side, it's more of a pain in the butt because them bolts are right up there. I mean, right up against the tube on that header. You can't put a boxed end on it. It's all open end wrench. A little 1/8 of a turn at a time. But hey, as of right now, we just like motor mounts, transmission bolts, and we ready to get this thing out of here. Right, Shyster?
That's right. Ready for it.
But
we got a little more time. We could almost do it today.
We got to drain the transmission fluid out because the transmission got to come out because we got a problem with the transmission. Let's see how much farther we want to go with this, right? Hang in, guys. All right. Now we like dropping the starter. Getting the main power wire back to start her off. That's another 30 minutes. I'm telling you, man, these little 2.8s ain't fun. Well, they are fun when you get them running. So, I don't know how far we're going to go right now, but,
don't like much.
I'm just shooting footage. Let's see how this turns out. All right, next day. Got caught up some other crap, forgot to shoot an outro on this stuff, and I also forgot to point out some ground stuff. One of the main ones, it's easy, but if you don't know about these little things, it's not so easy. So let me show you that real quick. All right, so if you look back in the video, there's this long piece where the alternator hooks up. This ground wire, I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way, fits through all that and bolts, I think, right there. right here or right here. I can't remember. I think it's right there. That's why it's hit over at bolt. But there's another one, our body ground strap here, and there's a bunch more ground straps, and they bolt to a bolt. I know I can't get you back there, in the back of this head. Now it's very important, you hook that crap up. The grounds are really important. All these sensors, yeah, I'm knocking stuff around everywhere. All these sensors on this thing to work right. I mean, I know they're all analog sensors and stuff like that, but if this engine is not grounding right, dude, just like any engine, none of that stuff's gonna work right. Because you're dependent on, this is one of them misconceptions I've seen people do. Oh, you don't need to ground it, man. It's grounded to, you know, the chassis or whatever. No, it's not. It's sitting on rubber isolators down here for the motor mounts. The transmission, yeah, it's bolted up to it, but it's sitting on a transmission mount back there. It's rubber. It's isolated. So if you don't ground it, you know, the engine properly, none of your sensors are going to work right. So there you go. When we start pulling this out, like I said, I'm still thinking about maybe doing a live pulling this out, because it won't take long. You know, just a little hour live or something and hang out with you guys. We did get the bolt and stuff. We got the starter undone, but starter on this thing is a nightmare. You got to take the cross member down in here off underneath, and before you, I mean, you can wiggle it out there, but it's easier to take that cross member and stuff out. That's, you know, about an hour. But yeah, there you go. Don't forget your grounds, guys. You know, I mean, unless you're running just, you know, pressure sensors, stuff like that, that don't need grounding. But your water temperature, what else is it? There's another one. Water temperature, oil pressure, sending unit, right? Your sending unit, not electrical sending unit, not the hose that runs to a gauge. If that engine's not grounded, none of that works. So anyway, there you go. Like I said, sorry, we got busy and time ran out on us, and I was just like, forget it, you know. And then I remember when I was editing this video, I didn't do the outro. But there you go. Hope you got something out of this stuff. Like I said, Sunday it's still supposed to storm, but I really want to get this thing out of here so I can get that other one, get the oil pan and the oil pump off this thing, stick it on that one in there, and then we're ready to put this thing back together, other than a little transmission issue. And I'm hoping I can fix that one weekend, done with this little truck, and then we're on to the trash truck and having some fun building a little horsepower, or trying to build a little horsepower. Anyway, that being said, I'm off here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope, you know, somebody got something out of this. If not, well, I tried. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care.